There are two types of widgets used for labels: static label and form field label. You might notice a text widget on the Widgets menu, but this is not a widget you would choose when building a new form. The text widget is used only for backward compatibility with older .per text style forms. On this new canvas, I'll draw out one of each of these types: a static label and a form field label. I'll place these into a grid as they are individual objects that need to have a container. And now we'll look at the properties for these. Each of the labels has properties that you would find common, such as the color setting, the text justification, etc. The static label, however, cannot be tied to a database table, as can a form field label. So here I'll set this to the customer last name column, and take a look here as well, setting the color and the justification. Now, one of the common attributes available to both of these is something called size policy. Size policy gives Genero a directive on how to size the widget at runtime. Initial sizes are initial, which is the initial size based on the initial text content. Fixed will preserve it to a fixed state, and dynamic will allow it to shrink and grow to accommodate the size of the text within it. If we go up and preview this form, we'll go ahead and see the static label appear, but we won't see the form field label as nothing has been displayed to this label. Go ahead and preview it. There it is in red, our static label, label 4. Now if we pull up the abstract user interface tree, just to get a sense of what is actually in this form node at runtime, we do see that the grid has two labels, a form field label and a text label, and the form field label at this point has nothing, we have no database connection, so we don't have anything to display to it at this point. So that's the way that labels work. Choose a text label when the contents is not going to change frequently. Choose a form field label when you want to tie it to data in a database and that information is going to change very, very frequently.